But yeah, I saw something on Facebook that the Mao Obama. I refuse to call that motherfucker Obama. It's Mao Obama, Mao Zedong, or Obama, O-W-E, Obama, Obama, because he's made us owe so fucking much. I read on Facebook where someone said that the Mao Obama people have asked that economics not be allowed to be a topic, and the moderator, who probably has a poster of Obama above her bed and masturbates to him every fucking night, agreed. Who is the moderator this time? Moderator. Fuck.
That I don't know, but I'm sure that they have sufficient progressive provenance. They're the only people who are allowed to play.
Yeah.
I honestly don't know.
It's a joke. All these things is here. Let me throw you a question up, and you don't even have to answer the damn question. This is why it's not a debate. Here's my idea of a debate. You want to fucking debate with me, kid? Here, I've been in the ring a number of times. Here's my idea for a debate. We put two chairs in a fucking ring. We put a table between the two chairs and a microphone on that table. Okay, and Mao Obama can sit in one chair. I'll sit in the other chair, and we each have a kill button in our hands. Okay, you ask me a question. Mao Obama can ask me any question he wants. Okay, you got 30 seconds to formulate your fucking question. Don't go into this long ass diatribe. Ask the fucking question, right? You got 30 seconds to ask your question. If you go over 30 seconds, I'm pushing a button which kills your mic. How's that sound? Now, after 30 seconds, you've got 30 seconds to ask your question. I got 2 minutes to answer. If I go over 2 minutes, he can push his fucking button and kill my mic. How's that sound? And then he's got 1 minute to rebut. And then it's my turn to ask a question. That's what I call a fucking debate. You ask me a question, I'll give you an answer, you give me a rebuttal. I'll ask you a question, you give me an answer, I'll give you a rebuttal. And we both got our finger on the trigger, so if you go over the time limit, I shut off your fucking mic. How's that for a debate, kid?
Well, yeah.
The setting would be in the ring.
Yeah, well, and it's also fair. And remember, the people that always talk about fair don't have fair as the result of what it is they want. They want things tipped in their favor. And when you've got a panel of people who are moderators and they aren't even moderate, let alone moderators, we already know what they're going to do. I think it's been really funny in the past couple of days that everybody from Obama on down on the Democratic side of the ledger has been downplaying this and saying that Romney is a spectacular debater and that Obama doesn't have any time to practice for the debates, but he sure has enough time to sit around with the heifers on The View and things of that nature, and to go to fundraisers. But they're downplaying his performance because that way Romney can't win. Whatever he does, well, he was expected to win, and if he loses, like, oh, it's such a surprise, he should have won. It's like, oh, it's so sickening.
Yeah. Well, of course, they're going to downplay it so that any kind of marginal success he gets, then they're going to say he won. If he comes out and says Romney's name right, they're going to give him credit for it. Oh man, I had a thought there. Now it's escaped my mind here. Yeah, he's got time to go and do all that other shit. Huh?
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just ranting.
Wouldn't it be funny if when they come out, that traditional handshake thing, if Romney would come out and just drop him with a right cross right off the bat?
That's my kind of debate, kid. That is my kind of debate.
Moment. That'll make the news, won't it?
Obama's got nothing to talk about. Nothing. He's the thing he's pushing now is if Romney was president, would Osama bin Laden been dead? Well, let me tell you this. If I were president, if Butch was president, and the kid was VP, how's that sound? If Butch was president, not only would that motherfucker be dead, he would have been dead long before it was politically advantageous for me to make him dead, and Navy SEAL Team 6 that killed that motherfucker would have gotten all the credit for it, and Navy SEAL Team 6 wouldn't have had to play Mother May I with me. The standing order would have been, find the motherfucker and blow him away.
Well,
don't come back to me and say, "Oh, we found him in this building over here. Got him in my sights. Do I have permission to pull the trigger, sir?" Well, let's see what the political ramifications are in South Congo here. Are the South Congo people going to be up in arms if we blow this motherfucker away? Kill that son of a bitch.
And kid, I'm going to try and throw a little curveball into this because you brought up a topic that I thought about yesterday. Okay. Let's let him take credit for this, okay? See, we'll get beyond the fact that his liberal predecessor, the man with the magical zipper, had 3 opportunities to kill him before he killed everyone and knocked the buildings down in New York and didn't do it. Okay, we'll forget about that. We'll forget about that 9/11 should have never happened. But, holy cow, I lost my thought. Oh, yeah, here it is. The idea is that, okay, he wants to constantly harp and take credit for that, and he wants to talk about that. Well, recently our embassy in Libya was sacked, and our ambassador and 3 other Americans were murdered unceremoniously. And his answer to that is, well, the reason that happened is because of some obscure video that had been available on YouTube for 4 months prior to it allegedly being discovered. Well,
none of us heard of
this. None of us had heard of it. My question is this. They want to keep talking about this video and all that kind of stuff. Why didn't something like this transpire when the news hit that he was dead? Bin Laden, the leader of this whole thing, and the people who followed him all over the world, billions and billions of Muzis, not a single incident. Now, how?
Yeah, not one.
And let me tell you, kid, and I'll let you roll on this. I was actually, let's just put it this way, just for the sake of argument, I'm going to say I was in the neighborhood when that transpired.
You was in the hood.
I can tell you. Yeah, I was.
You and I know what that means.
Right. I was
you
in
and
the
I know what that means. Yeah, you and I know what that means when you say. What? Go ahead.
No, I was just going to say I was in the neighborhood, and let me tell you, it's that it was all it was a headline in the paper, and that's no lie.
Yeah. So, and you and I know what that means when you say you was in the hood. That means basically you were in or around Martin Luther King Drive.
No,
I know. They didn't give a shit about that guy. And I have there's questions about, well, is he really dead? Because I think all these years that motherfucker Osama bin Laden has been in hiding in Saudi Arabia because he's fucking Saudi, and they're probably shacking him up somewhere and taking care of him. And we're looking all over the world for him. Where in the world is Osama bin Laden? And he's right there in Saudi Arabia in a safe house. But so there's like this whole conspiracy thing that he's not really dead because they didn't show the body. They put some grainy photograph online with a guy with a bullet hole in his forehead. Fuck, that could have been any one of those goddamn muzzies. Could you have ID'd him laying there like that? Not me. So the only thing we have to go on is the character of Navy SEAL Team 6. If they said that motherfucker's dead, I believe it. Obama says that motherfucker's dead. There ain't no way in hell I'm going to believe that son of a bitch. I'm sorry, I call him a son of a bitch. I meant to call him son of a Muslim. But this whole idea that, well, we had to respect his muzzy rights, his muzzy religion, and put him in the ground and do all this other shit for him within a certain amount of time, bullshit. Did you see what they did to Khaddafy? Did you see what the Muslims in Libya did to that fucking Muslim Khaddafy? They put his ass on parade. They laid him out. They did not respect his muzzy burial traditions. They laid his ass out so everybody could come and view him and said, fuck him, he's going to hell anyway. Why do we care? So if the Muslims did it to Khaddafy, why the fuck do we care what Osama bin Laden thinks about putting his ass out on display?